The president did not know about the supposed 100 billion pesos in projects. Kumbaga, this level, E.S. Bersamin, do you believe that?
Tinawanan.
So it would appear that this is operating only within that level that the president doesn't know. That's what Senator Ping Lacson said.
Well, yeah, that means that Senator Lacson must think that the president is so incompetent and is so stupid. He does not, he's undersecretary ito, ha? Hindi man lang secretary. Walang takot sa kanya.
Di ba? Oh.
That's for the court of public opinion to decide.
Ay kaya pala mga kadonatics, bakit nag-aabogado itong si Ping Lacson kay Marcos Jr.? Dahil ang iniisip niya ay incompetent itong si Marcos at stupid. Yan talaga yung sabi ni Winnie Monsod mga kadonatics. At eto mga kadonatics, DOJ huli sa harap-harapang pagsisinungaling. Eto ay isiniwalat ng mga Diskayas mga kadonatics. Nako, at Martin Romualdez, bakit walang investigasyon para sa kanya mga kadonatics? Anong nangyayari ngayon? O eto, panoorin natin. Ping Lacson, wala talaga, ha? Sarap talaga.
Confirm ko lang po kasi with what attorney Fadolian said na meron kaming we were given temporary security. Definitely we weren't. I had to get our own security for me and my kids after the session here where we mentioned the 17 congressmen. So
Nako, sinungaling talagang DOJ.
Hindi po kami nabigyan ng DOJ ng any security whatsoever. And then yung sinasabi na hindi kami nakikipag-cooperate. Actually, the affidavits that they were requesting were prepared and we were ready to give it to DOJ. Pero kasi we were required to restitute first. So,
look at that mga kadonatics. Look at that. Ang sinabi ng DOJ kasi mga kadonatics na hindi nag-cooperate itong mga Diskayas. Parang hindi interesado magiging state witness mga kadonatics or mapunta sa witness protection program. Nako, itong DOJ palang nagsisinungaling. Kailangan pa pala mga kadonatics ibalik yung mga kayamanan ng Diskaya. At ito naman sinabi ng mga Diskayas na we are trying to do that but we don't know the amount. Hindi namin alam, wala kayong sinasabi. Pero yung nire-report ng DOJ mga kadonatics sa Senado, nagsisinungaling itong mga Diskayas. Grabe talagang scripted ngayon. Ano kaya ang gusto nilang mangyayari mga kadonatics? Or talagang ididiin nila kay Diskayas yung mga corruption nangyari? At itong si Ping Lacson, nako, wala talagang silbi bilang chairman mga kadonatics. Ito, panoorin din.
Hindi namin,
you were required to restitute. How much?
Wala silang sinabi na amount. So, hindi namin alam kung ano yung restitution.
Baka stipulation lang.
So it was one of the stipulations
PG, baka stipulation lang yun,
asked of us.
Mr. Chair, I am not privy because I am not part of the ones who have been talking to and communicating with the Diskaya couple. So I will have to validate that information, Mr. Chair, as to whether or not restitution was made a condition.
Ganyan mga kadonatics, pag huli sa bibig magsisinungaling o nagsinungaling mga kadonatics, ganyan talaga yung mga DOJ. We have to investigate kung totoo ba yung nangyari or hindi. Di ba? Pero pag magsalita na sila mga kadonatics ay talagang napaka-absolute nila.
We are 100% trying to cooperate with whatever is asked of us. So when Mr. Diskaya was let out for a half day to do the ledger, nagpasa po kami ng ledger ni Yusek Bernardo nung day din na yon, pero hindi din pinansin. Parang sinabi sa amin, the case will go on even without
para
the
lang kasi
ledgers.
490 na, no? Sabihin ng lawyer ninyo, mag-coordinate sa DOJ. Andito yung director ng WPP. Kung makipag-ugnayan, para hindi tayo dito nagba-back and forth.
Wala kang pulos.
Kasi I think there's a lot of miscommunication eh. No, iba yung interpretation, iba yung interpretation.
Yes, from Mr. and Mrs. Diskaya. They have not gone back to the department.
There's
been no coordination made by by the couple, either by their lawyer. The last thing that we heard from them was when they declared that they will no longer be cooperating with the ICI. Since then, we have not had the opportunity to talk to them. So there can be no evaluation that can be done by the Witness Protection Program absent any disclosures coming from the couple, Mr. Chair.
See? The way siya mag-talk mga kadonatics in this case ay talagang sure siya na 100% hindi na nagko-communicate yung mga Diskayas. Pero, kasi parang na-edit to, pabaliktad mga kadonatics eh. Pero sinupalpal siya ng mga Diskayas na mali yung mga sinasabi niya. At ngayon, ang sinasabi niya, we have to investigate it. Di ba?
Does that answer your question?
Your Honor, kasi nung mga nakaraan po, ilang beses din po kaming bumalik po sa DOJ po. Kaya lang wala pa po pong pinapakita sa amin po na MOA.
See?
Nung kasimple may proseso sila dyan. Anyway, PG Padulyon.
I think it should be explained to the couple, sir,
Excuses.
that there is no such thing as an ex-deal here where they will provide us with documents and then we will immediately, or the Witness Protection Program will immediately give them a memorandum of
In
agreement.
other words, hindi kaliwaan.
Hindi po kaliwaan yan. Because precisely, the reason why these affidavits will have to be submitted first is for us to evaluate and determine whether the same is compliant with the requirements of the WPSB law, and second, if it can be corroborated by other pieces of evidence. A simple statement telling us or naming 100 names will not make any difference unless the same can be substantiated. And thus far, we have not seen any, and therefore there can be no evaluation that can be made or be given by the Witness Protection Program.
Sinungaling talaga, no? Anyway, mga kadonatics, dito tayo sa kay Winnie Monsod. Interviewed by Karen Davila. Patungkol kay Lacson, mga kadonatics, kung bakit ganyan siya umasal. Parang grabe yung protection niya sa presidente, mga kadonatics. Ano kaya, ilang maleta kaya ang natanggap ni Ping Lacson? Ano kaya ang magandang tawag kay Ping Lacson, mga kadonatics? Kasi nakakadiri yung pangalan niya. Okay, comment down below, mga kadonatics, ano yung magandang tawag kay Ping Lacson.
Senator Ping Lacson, in his privileged speech, said that Bersamin, Undersecretary Bersamin, Undersecretary Trijiv Olaivar were in effect collecting. They were the ones in effect using the president's name. The president did not know about the supposed 100 billion pesos in projects. Kumbaga, this level, E.S. Bersamin, do you believe that?
Tinawanan.
No, so in effect, that level, E.S. Bersamin, Secretary Mina Pangandaman, Undersecretary Olaivar, Undersecretary Adrian Bersamin, who is the ES's son, it appears based on Senator...
Son. He is the
Executive Secretary.
ES's grandnephew.
All right, my apologies, grandnephew. So it would appear that this is operating only within that level that the president doesn't know. That's what Senator Ping Lacson said.
Well, yeah, that means that Senator Lacson must think that the president is so incompetent and is so stupid, he does not, that his undersecretary ito, hindi man lang secretary, walang takot sa kanya.
Di ba? Oh.
That's for the court of public opinion to decide. But Ping Lacson cannot tell me that these people, these underlings, operated without the knowledge of the president, or without even the president whiffing his mouth. We're not talking about millions here. We're talking about billions.
Tama. See? Tapos,
Isn't it rather odd? I would like to ask Senator Lacson that. Do you really think, Senator Lacson, that si President Bongbong is so stupid? And he's so, do you believe that what his sister said, that he is a drug addict, so he does not know what's going on? And he just goes there for with mga idiot boards so that he can talk in public. Hindi naman pwede yun. Either you think that the president is capable, or do you think the president is stupid?
Yan talaga, mga kadonatics. Di ba? Billions yung pinag-uusapan. Tapos, itong si Lacson, mga kadonatics, sinabi niya kahapon na wala talagang knowledge itong presidente about sa nangyayari sa kanyang secretary. Executive secretary, mga kadonatics. It means higher than the cabinets. Under niya mga cabinet members, mga kadonatics. Grabe yan. Parang kanang kamay ng presidente yan, mga kadonatics. Tapos, walang takot siya sa presidente. Yan ba talaga yung sinasabi ni Lacson? Bugok talaga.
Diba?
Oo.
All I want is the information brought out to the Filipino people. My long-term objective is that they know which congressmen to re-elect and which to get to kick out of office. That's the only way. We cannot wait for the court of law to decide for 7 years. By the time that we've got already another president and another, no more.
Okay, so before we go, we don't have enough time, but I will be seeing you soon for another interview anyway. Is this the drama? Senator Amy Marcos coming out, those drug allegations.
You know, Karen, you know, I know, the whole, society knows that there has always been drug addiction, statements made against Bongbong and his wife. I mean, so many people say they've seen it. It's not as if we don't know, right? What I did was tell the people what we know privately. Don't you think?
Do you believe that was fully the truth? And Senator Ping Lacson said that was un-Filipino.
Since time immemorial. I may ask Duterte. Didn't I may ask Duterte not to bring Bongbong's name out? Because Duterte knew that Bongbong was an addict. Di ba?
Di ba?
I think we all, not everybody, but people in a certain level,
circle,
society.
maybe because I don't have personal knowledge, and I doubt if you do. I don't think you would be in the same circle.
Well, because I don't take pot or I don't take drugs. But I know people who do take drugs. And
you're not in the circle.
Say, yes, they are. Oh, God, for heaven's sake. Karen, what Amy said in public is something that we have known in private and which President Duterte talked about, which even Amy talked about before. So we all know that this has been for the past 10 years. This has been all over the place in certain circles. That the president and his family, well, at least the president and his wife, partake of this. I think it's cocaine. I think they're taking cocaine. Okay.
That's bad.
That Amy brought it out.
And it was not surprising anymore.
But does this help? Does this help the economy? Does it? Because with these allegations, the president was elected anyway, right? And Malacanang has said it has been proven.
There were no public charges. That's why that's why Amy went. I think Amy went to Duterte and said, "Please don't include his name," or something. In other words, Amy was complicit in electing her brother, who she knew was taking drugs. I don't know whether he's an addict or not, but he's been taking drugs. Maybe he takes drugs for, what do you call that? Yung taking drugs for entertainment or whatever. Yung not serious. I don't know how serious an addict he is, but definitely he is more an addict than Laila De Lima ever was. Laila De Lima never took a single bit of drugs.
Drug lord siya.
A drug queen.
Drug queen. Diba? Ay, iba naman yun mga kadalas, ang drug pusher at drug user. Si De Lima, si De Lima mga kadonatics ay talagang drug protectors yan. Tumatanggap yan ng money galing sa drug pushers. Well, anyway, ay talagang partly may kasalanan din itong si Amy Marcos mga kadonatics. Alam na niya na yung brother niya pala mga kadonatics ay talagang nagko-cocaine yan. Pero sinuportahan niya pa rin bilang isang presidente. Talaga naman, si Tatay Digong nananhimik yan noon mga kadonatics. Never niyang binanggit na eto, nagdodroga pala itong si BBM. Pero ang sinabi niya lang mga kadonatics, I will never support BBM. He is a weak leader. Kaya pala mga kadonatics, hindi natin alam, yun pala alam na pala ni Tatay Digong kung ano talaga yung ginagawa ni BBM. Hindi lang tayo nakikinig sa kanya. Ha? Maybe we were so dragged about Inday Sara, mga kadonatics, na dapat may magandang partner si Inday Sara Duterte sa Malacanang. And we did not think about other candidates, mga kadonatics. We were so focused on BBM. Pero kalaunan, bilang presidente ni Marcos Jr., mga kadonatics, nakita ni Tatay Digong na tinitira na yung anak niyan, si Vice President, tinanggal na sa kabinete. Ayun, nag-speak na, nagsalita na si Tatay Digong. Doon niya isiniwalat lahat, mga kadonatics. He was so silent and never talk about it. Never mentioned to anyone, mga kadonatics. Pero nung inatake na si Inday Sara Duterte at ang mga Duterte, doon na nagsalita si Tatay Digong. Anong ginawa nila? Dahil nagsalita na si Tatay Digong, ayun, kinidnap nila. Kinidnap ni Marcos Jr. Si Amy Marcos, mga kadonatics, daw saludo tayo sa ginawa niya dahil grabe yan. Hindi basta-basta. Pero partly may kasalanan siya. Partly, siguro political din ang motive ni Amy Marcos. Kaya hindi tayo magkumpiyansa, mga kadonatics. Baka after 2 years magdeklara, or after a year, mga kadonatics, magdeklara itong tatakbong bilang Vice President ni Inday Sara Duterte. Which is, I don't know, kung nagawa ni Amy Marcos na tirahin si Bongbong Marcos na sarili niyang kapatid, how much more Inday Sara Duterte? Baka mag-iba ang hangin, mga kadonatics. Mahirap na. Baka kaliwat kanan yung paninira ni... I'm just speculating, mga kadonatics. I don't know what will happen. Maybe this is just, one case scenario. Baka siraan niya si Inday Sara Duterte o ano, mga kadonatics, para matanggal sa pwesto. Ayun, siya magiging presidente. We don't know. Anything can happen in the politics. I hope na Amy Marcos is truthful sa kanyang mga sinabi at ay talagang susuportaan niya si Inday Sara Duterte kahit anong mangyari.
This family fighting, the investigations, all of this, how does this affect the economy? And I'll be honest, his own administration.
Let all the truth come out. Truth never hurt anybody, truth never hurt a country. Knowing the truth is better. And but at this point,
it hurts the person, but not the country.
President Marcos is our president. All right.
Wala na
I don't want him
diba?
impeached. I don't want him impeached at this point. Let him continue what he's trying to do. He has done some good. Let him continue that until 2028. But I certainly don't want any of his relatives or his, to be re-elected. I don't want that. And I hope the Filipino people realize that this bunch of people, except for a few, this bunch of people we have in Congress and the Senate should not be re-elected.
So, what do you think, mga kadonatics, Winnie Munsod? Ay alam naman natin na hindi talaga yun makaduterte si Munsod. Pero ngayon, parang titira niya si BBM. So, I don't know kung whose political ally siya, mga kadonatics. But anyway, those are good statements coming from her. At eto, mga kadonatics, Mike Defensor nagsalita na kung bakit hindi niimbestigahan itong si Romualdez. Bakit kaya, mga kadonatics? Anong meron kay Romualdez na wala sa iba? Eto, panoorin natin, mga kadonatics.
So ano po masasabi ninyo dito sa video nga ni Zaldico?
Yung sinabi ni Zaldico niya, nagulat ako kasi nung una, if you recall, lahat po ng statements ko, ang sinasabi ko, si Speaker Martin Romualdez, imbestigahan ninyo. Huwag naman yung nangyari, si Gutesa nagsalita, siya na yung niimbestigahan. Hindi pinatawag yung 19 na nagpapantay. Nandiyan pa naman sila. Hindi tinawag si Mark Teksay. Hindi tinawag si Paul Estrada. All of a sudden, si Gutesa na yung may problema. Siya nga yung witness At saka sa lahat ng witness, and madalas to sinasabi ng lahat ng tao, siya yung least, wala siyang natanggap na pera, hindi siya congressman, hindi siya senador, hindi siya politiko, hindi siya contractor, hindi siya DPWH. Wala nga siyang wala siyang interest, wala siyang kikitain dito sa kwentuhan na to. Hindi naman siya naiipit Talagang konsensya lang ang nagdala sa kanya na magsalita sa Senado.
So
nung nagsabi si Saldico na presidente na involved, doon na ako nagulat. And ako, naniniwala, well, of course, the president has to defend himself, paliwanag niya yan. Pero itong mga nangyayaring to, at yung pag-iipit na ayaw na imbestigahan si Martin Romualdez, yung narrative sa Senate, at saka yung nangyayari sa ICI na puro mga maliliit na kontraktor, I'm sorry, hindi maliliit, mga maliliit na empleyado ng DPWH, at saka yung mga kontraktor lang na damay, parang iba naman yan. Hindi na yan ang tamang kwento.
So ano kong Mike, ito, you mean to say si Gutesa, itong kalat ng pahayag niya, what is he asking for in exchange? At the very least, at least the security of his family. Is that something that you can provide him with? Or he's really out of your hands? Nung lumapit siya sa'yo, he must have also felt something na why he came to you, no? Ano yung, was there a third party? Kilala mo ba siya from before? Sino nag-introduce siya sa iyo? At saka, yun na nga, no? Anong kapalit? Whether monetary or at least his security man lang.
Pati yung nagpakilala sa akin yan, is a friend from UP. Hindi politiko, walang political involvement, walang alam sa lahat. Sabi lang niya, pakinggan mo to, tingnan mo kung ano. So, nung nagkwento na si Gutesa, and yun, sinabi niya na lahat, nung kwento niya, sabi ko, sandali, mas maganda ikwento mo yan kay Senator Marcoleta. In fairness, walang inihingi si Sergeant Gutesa.
Not even security?
Not even security. Ang nangyari pa nga dyan, in fact, today, as I'm talking now, na-secure na namin yung pamilya. Kasi nung una, hawak nila si Gutesa. So, ang feeling ko, safe, di ba? Protected nila. Pagkatapos, yung mga kaklase, yung mga kamista, yung mga kamista ni Gutesa, tumutulong naman, nagbabantay sa pamilya ni Gutesa. Ngayon, nung nagsalita na si Saldico na totoo yung sinasabi ni Gutesa, then una pala yung recantation, yun na nag-worry na ako. Sabi ko pinasabi ko sa pamilya na magtago na sila. Ang pamilya ayaw naman. Kasi ang worry siguro nila, baka pag nawala din sila, may mangyari kay Gutesa. In the case of Gutesa, ayaw din naman siguro niyang, gusto niya, nalolocate niya yung pamilya niya. Alam niya kasi, takot din sa may mangyari sa pamilya niya. Pero lumabas si Saldico, sabi ko, pakisabi, wag na. Magtago na sila, parating na lang kay Gutesa in one way or the other na safe na yung family. Kasi mahirap na ho yung sitwasyon eh. Sabi nga nung family, masyado nang dumami yung pumapaikot. And the family doesn't even want to talk, di ba? Kasi hanggat wala sa kanila si Gutesa, hanggat hindi safe si Gutesa, ayaw din nilang gawin to jeopardize his safety, to jeopardize his life.
Wow. Yeah, mga Kadonatics, bilang, bilang witness dyan, hindi basta-basta mga Kadonatics, you have to face the senators, the pressure of the crowd, mga Kadonatics, the public attentions and everything. Pero, beyond that, still Gutesa, mga Kadonatics, has decided to be one of the witnesses. Di ba? Hindi basta-basta talaga yan, mga Kadonatics. And the fact na wala siyang hiningi, kahit protection man lang, mga Kadonatics, ay talagang kumbinsido ako. At alam ko, kumbinsido kayo na talagang totoo yung mga pinagsasabi niya. Kasi, mga Kadonatics, pinablicize mo yung sarili mo, may mga anak ka pala, pamilya mo, in danger na dahil sa ginawa mo. Pero mga Kadonatics, yung konsensya niya ay talagang mas grabe, umaapaw. Pero ewan ko itong si Ping Lacson, mga Kadonatics, siya yung iniimbestigahan ngayon ng DOJ, ng Ombudsman. Pagkaloko talaga. Wala itong si Romualdez na talagang minention na hindi lang ng isang tao, kundi marami. Ay nako, mga Kadonatics. I don't know, maybe he's freely walking around, mga Kadonatics. Di ba? Living like a demonyo. Ay, nako. Di ba? Where's the justice? Dapat itong si Ping Lacson. Nako. Ewan ko na lang. Palis-alis ka sa pwesto mo, tapos babalik ka rin pala bilang chairman's committee. Ay, ugok. Anyway, thank you so much, mga Kadonatics, and ingat palagi. Comment down below and please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Bye-bye!